Hello everybody, PsyStarcraft here with another StarCraft 2 commentary. We've got a game on a really crazy iCCup map. I forget what it's called, but I'm not too happy about it, but it's going to be a Zerg versus Protoss, my enemy this game, or my opponent this game. He's not my enemy, he's my friend. It is going to be Response in the west position as the orange Protoss. And as always, I am the green Zerg in the bottom right. And the reason I think this is a terrible map for Zerg isn't really so much because of the map structure itself. You can see there's, what are there, 4 starting locations? I don't even know. These maps are just insane. But it's because there are 10 minerals in the main base. And the reason this sucks so much for Zerg is, first of all, Protoss players can saturate the fastest of all races because Terran's busy getting orbital commands, they can't chrono boost the Nexus, and also Terran has to use their SCVs to build. Zerg, of course, can't saturate very fast just because, you know, they have to get units, they're usually expanding, that kind of stuff. And so having 10 patches in your main, Protoss can utilize that so freaking fast, and they get a 25% mineral gain compared to a lot of other races. Just because they're saturating it faster, and especially with Zerg, when you want to fast expand and you don't really have good saturation for a really long time, it hurts your economy quite a bit here. So yeah, I did whine a little bit about that in the early game, but hopefully it won't affect me too much. It's hard to tell how much it actually has an effect on the game because not many players play these iCCup matches, so you don't really have lots of people rallying together and saying, oh, we need to fix this map or anything like that. But my rant is over. I'll just have to make do with these 10 minerals in here. I am going 15 extractor, 14 pool this game. And let's just check out the natural a little bit. Natural is just right down here. It's only got 7 patches, so I guess the 10 patches is supposed to make up for the 7 patches in the natural. And then there's like a third base, which is pretty exposed. The natural's got a nice little choke. The third base just is completely exposed. And then there's just like bases all around the freaking map. One here, just... I don't really understand the map. In the middle there's a Zelnaga watchtower, but I mean, unless you're cross positions, I don't see what use that is. Didn't really come into play much this game. But hopefully the confusing map won't have an effect on the quality of this commentary, because this is a pretty good match. It was played, I think, yesterday or the day before, and it was actually being streamed by Response. So if you've seen this game, I'm sorry, you know, kind of already spoiled, but hopefully, you know, you'll find it insightful to get my analysis on it. Another pylon going down, cybernetic score, nothing strange, 300 minerals, gonna plop down that expansion right here. And I almost considered doing one base play just because there are so many minerals at the main. I'd be able to get some good saturation and take advantage of that. But, you know, I decided to just go standard Zerg play, get some practice in on that, and I am chasing this poor little probe away with these 4 Zerglings. Now with Zerglings, when you're chasing workers, they can get a hit in about every 10 seconds or so because they're slightly faster than workers. Workers with 2.81 speed, Zerglings with 2.95 speed, so they will catch up a little bit, but you can't get a surround, and it's very difficult to even kill a probe until you get that Zergling speed. Response only with 1 Zealot, but the second Zealot does move out, and he's able to chase my Lings off and maintain that wall up. You don't want to chase out here with 1 Zealot because I'll just run into his base or surround the Zealot and kill it. So he's got 2 Zealots now chrono boosting a sentry. Very nice play. Prevents any kind of baneling pressure, or if I do try to just mass links and run up here, the sentry will just block it out completely. So sentry is always a nice second or third unit to have. Try not to be too stingy. If you're not going to be going heavy in the sentry play, just get one. You really want to get one no matter what. So yeah. Whoa, what the heck? Oh, that pylon's being built down here. I was like, how is that being built on the hill? Yeah, force fielding me in, killing 3 of my Zerglings. I wasn't keeping track of them enough. I should have sent them a little bit further down, and you always want to hold position as well. So nice little exchange there. Response busting out. Looks like that pylon might be preparing for some kind of wall-off and an expansion himself. And we are seeing a fast Lair from myself. And look at the saturation. Normally I'd be like, oh my god, why did I not transfer sooner? Because I have so many drones. But 24 drones on 10 patches, that's actually not enough. It might be exactly enough. You can probably want 1 or 2 more. But I am doing a transfer here anyway. Taking 1, 2, 3. I'm getting 4 geysers already, and I'm already going a Lair. So we can expect maybe some fast Hydra play or some muta play. This map, it just looks so huge, and you can come around behind each of these mineral patches, so mutas would be a good idea. Out pop those extractors, sending in a probe. A little bit careless right there, not microing my queen at all to kill that probe, and he actually gets a spies my lair. Does he see it completing though? What the heck? Whoa, that's weird. That's like a glitch or something. Right as it completed, like took away the vision for some reason. That's weird. Spire is going up, and if we look at the income tab, 35 to 34, Toss can just get those probes out so freaking fast, man. He's probably been chrono boosting that Nexus the entire game. Overlord's just kind of hanging out. Zergling spotting for any approach he'd make at me. I did scout this cannon, and that just tells me he's going to be getting an expansion. And I think I even saw the Sentry Zealot wall. It's pretty cool. But I'm taking kind of a risk. I realize this is a big map. I realize he's going to be expanding, and so I'm going basically all drones. I've got, what, 6 plus 2. I've got 8 Zerglings, and everything else is drones. I should actually even be taking a third base right now, but I think I want to wait for the Spire. When you get a Spire, basically in any matchup, if you're going to be getting a Spire, you're going to want to pump out as many freaking mutas as you can right when that Spire gets complete. So save up your money, and most of all, make sure you have Overlord room. You want to have, 2 for muta, so at least like 10 supply free. Right now I've only got 5, but I think an Overlord will pop out just in time. Almost, so a little bit slow on the Overlord, but I'm going to be able... Oh, there we go. Looks like there was one at my expansion. So nice timing on the Overlords. Now I'm just going to be pumping out tons of mutas, 8 mutalisks, but look at this. Perfect response from Response. With 2 Phoenix, and he's even getting Protoss air weapons. Very nice. Probably going to be chrono boosting that, or the Phoenix here. So 2 Phoenix, he had the same mentality as me. Okay, this is a pretty big map, and the minerals are exposed in every single base, so he's going to be laying down some nice Phoenix harass. And not only that, he's got a perfect, fairly hard counter to my Mutalisks. Now let's just talk about the Mutalisk and the Phoenix for a while. The Phoenix has 4.25 move speed, and the Mutalisk has 3.75. So with perfect control in an ideal world, range of 4 against range of 3, the Phoenix will never get attacked by a Mutalisk, and the Phoenix will be able to chase down Mutalisks and kill them no matter what. However, this isn't a perfect world, so mutas can be effective against Phoenix sometimes. Now, the way they're effective is if you're able to run inside of the Phoenixes and, attack while you're running, that sort of thing. 2 Robo Phase going down facilities, by the way. But it's just so difficult against a decent microing player, and look, he's doing a pretty good job. I almost killed one Phoenix, not quite, and I'm still continuing to pump Phoenix, mutas rather. I'm just determined to win this air battle, and at this point, I was like, I want to get mutas this game. I want to control the air. I want to just lay down the harassment at any expansion he tries to take, and it's actually going to end up hurting me a little bit just because I'm not spreading my tech. I'm getting another hatchery, getting an Evo chamber to try to plant down some spores in my new third base, which is going down, by the way. And here we go, running in. I'm not keeping... Now, right here, like, I just ran in and attacked, and then he ran away, and I didn't run with him. I should have either, gone with him, ran up there with him, and just attack, move, or just, fled outright. But I didn't do that. He does have 6 Phoenix now. 8 Phoenix, getting 2 more. He's going to have 10 pretty quick. And at this point, I really should have just given up. On the muta production, put down a Roach Warren, put down an Infestation Pit, very, very nice against Phoenix, just because, fungal growth, and then moving with a couple Hydras, and he's dead. If he can't range, he doesn't have the range to Graviton beam him. And puts me in a really good position. He has a lot of wasted Phoenix, and look at this bug. Did you see that bug? If they, Graviton boost something and it dies too fast, it just, stays channeling. Wow, that's really dumb. Or maybe it's just an animation. You can probably still move them. But a fun little trick against Phoenix. If you are being... That's so funny. If you are being mineral harassed with Phoenix, just throw down a bunch of Evo Chambers, or throw down a bunch of Spore Crawlers or Spine Crawlers, and then once the Phoenix run, just cancel them, and you'll get your drone back, and you'll get most of your money back, so it's well worth it. I did throw down 4 or 5 Spores, and then I canceled a couple of them. Spine going down as well. Picking off some Overlords, and if we look at my main... Still no other tech. Infestation Pit, but that's not going to deal with the Phoenix that well. And what am I getting? A Queen, melee attack for some Zerglings, Infestation Pit. He's getting some Colossi, so Colossi Phoenix, very cool combination. Of course, Colossi are just going to dominate the ground while the Phoenix will support from the air, killing any mutas, any corruptors that might try to deal with that. And here I am again, trying to run in, but he reacts very well, running away with those Phoenix, outranging my mutas, picking off 1 or 2. And if you don't have at least twice as many mutas as Phoenix, there's nothing you're going to be able to do about this. And I'm just struggling to prevent this harassment. At least the Queen is doing a little bit of shooting back at the expansion, not doing any right now. One infestor coming out and a handful of lings. However, this base is running off gas. He's still only running off 2 base. And if we look at the economy tab, it's not too bad. 55 to his 61. Now, of course, he's not oversaturated, which he normally would be on 2 bases because the main does have 10 mineral patches. But, you know, I have my 3rd base, and I'm looking okay right now. I just need to throw down some different tech, maybe get some muta harass in him, and fungal growth those Phoenix. If I can fungal growth the Phoenix and then bum rush him with my mutalisks, I'm looking fine. So I'm not too worried at this point. I know he doesn't have a 3rd because this would almost positively be the 3rd he takes. My zerglings are up there, and I have this 3rd scouted out. Plus, it'd be kind of weird to expand that down that direction. What are we looking at? 19 mutas to his 10 Phoenix. So if I do manage to get a fungal growth off, I think I might be able to kill those mutalisks now. Expansion saturation a little bit low. Main saturation a little bit low for the 10 patches as well. Infestation pit is out, however. 4 more mutas coming down, and a armor upgrade for the mutas. Infester as well. Looks like my zerglings are just kind of running around the map. +1 zerglings. That is awesome. And you'll notice the ground force is a little bit smaller than you're expecting, than you're used to seeing, just because he has so many Phoenix. Fly, Phoenix, fly. You know, you'd think with the name Phoenix, they'd have like some kind of lore attached to them where they're like fallen zealots or something like that. Oh, this is messy. Losing track of my zerglings, that's just really unlucky in the bad place, wrong place at the wrong time. Didn't run them back in time. Oh my god, Sai, you're so stupid. But I have so many zerglings coming out. 36 zerglings coming out. 4 more mutas coming out. Units tab, 15 stalkers, 10 Phoenix, and 3 sentries. But I have a lot of freaking mutas, man. He's stopped producing Phoenix. I think he thinks I'm going to stop producing mutas. And so I've got this overwhelming Air Force, almost 2-2 or almost 1-1 Air Force. He's only got 1 attack, and that is 2 attacks, so every armor I get will reduce his damage by 2. And I've even got these infestors. If I can infest these Phoenix and then just gang rape them with my mutalisks, I'm looking fine. Looks like he is going to be pushing on my expansion down here. Infestors are out, 3 of them with ample energy for some fungal growths. 3rd base is up and running. 4th base is even pumping out the gas. And looks like we are going to engage here. Now let's do some strategy talk for a second. I've got some mutas, 31 mutas to 10 Phoenix, 18 stalkers, and 3 sentries. Mutas are nicely upgraded. His ground is pretty well upgraded as well. And I've got infestors. So what would you do in this situation? I've got some lings up here, of course. They're just going to be running in and dying to the colossi. Now there are a couple things you can do. Now the reason I'm doing this is because this is the last battle of the game. I'm going to say that right now. You can focus down the colossi and hope your lings come in and clean up while the stalkers shoot at air and, you know, that good stuff. Given my number of lings, though, I don't think that'll happen fast enough, so I didn't do that. You can focus down all of the stalkers first, and then worry about the Phoenix and then the sentry, or you can focus the sentries first and then the Phoenix. Whatever. The best thing to do in this situation, I think, would be to focus the sentries first. There's only 3 of them because Guardian Shield is just so darn good against mutas. Then focus the Phoenix, who are fungal growth, because Phoenix do so much freaking damage. They have like over twice the DPS as sentries against mutalisks. And then kill the stalkers last. But this is not what I did. If we look here, this is what I did. 1 fungal growth, nice fungal growth, catching a lot of Phoenix. Oh, where are you guys? Here they come. I attack moved in. Fungal growths on everything too, and I'm not doing too bad. A lot of mutas, they're just cleaning up. 7 Phoenix left, 6, still only 6 Phoenix, 5 Phoenix, 2 sentries, and 11 stalkers, reinforcing the most stalkers right here. And everything is so low on life right now. The sentry is just chilling in the back. Yo, what's up? I got a Guardian Shield up. You're not doing shit. And man, just terrible management of my mutas. All you have to do is hold shift, right click all the 3 sentries, and then right click each of the mutas. It's really that simple to win this game. Look at all these weak units. Oh my god, that is so bad. And partly because I was so freaking frustrated, I just GG'd. Who cares if I have these bases still? It didn't really matter. I just played that so poorly, kill the sentries, or just when those Phoenix were fungal growth, run in with the freaking mutas, kill all the Phoenix. It would have been so simple. Their DPS is crazy. 10 kills, 5 kills, 4 kills, 6 kills, 4 kills. It makes me want to vomit and then eat my vomit and vomit it again and keep on eating it. But yeah, if you guys learned something this game, it's microing and also not neglecting my tech. I think roaches would have been great this game. Roach Hydra with infestors would have been amazing. Pretty simple. Maybe into ultras. I did have hive tech. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. It was a loss. Later.